Hello everyone, this is Real Talk with Matthew and Nick today.
Howdy.
I'll let Nick introduce himself to you for a second.
I'm the Morning Star. Hello. Nice to see you. Glad to be here, Matthew. Thanks for having me and getting me out of the car.
So, Nick's got a little bit of a medical condition, but we got him out today.
Yes. Feels good to be out. Feels good to smell the fresh air.
We got my brisket a while ago. I helped the people at church get the wood together and stuff while they was smoking. They was having all the fun. I was over there toting logs and stuff, and I woke up 3 o'clock this morning to go help them wrap them up. And me and Nick just went and got the brisket. I made some brisket nachos. He wasn't really hungry yet, but I scarfed mine down.
Man, they smell good too. Oh God. Love a good brisket, and I mean, it's like when you smell it, you go, oh man.
So Nick makes music. He you know, I met him. I don't know how long ago was that? Over about 6 years ago.
Yeah, probably.
Somewhere around 6 years ago.
Yeah.
I met him when I first got sober. So that's I've been sober a little over 6.5 years. So
congratulations, man. Congratulations, standing ovation. 6 years is a long time. It's amazing.
It wasn't easy, and it still isn't easy some days.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, you know, I got touched my higher power through doing a few things, and you know, I'm in the church now. I do my God in the Center video, and started doing my cooking channel, and we got this show. It's supposed to be me and Dylan, and it's just been me. I think this is episode 23, and I finally got somebody else on the show with me.
And it's not scripted, by the way. We don't even know what we were talking about until we just hit the button. So
yeah,
bear with us. For real. Yeah, so I'm sitting here like, what am I supposed to say? Where do I hold my hands?
This is just a freestyle video. I usually sometimes I get in here and rant and complain about stuff, or either I'm grateful for stuff. You know, today when I was going to go pick him up, I'm glad he said bring the truck, because my car, when I was trying to clean it out, I was cleaning the car out trying to get the front seat ready for him to get in. I looked and there's a daggone nail on the tire on the sidewall, so I'm glad we drove the truck, because that thing might have blew out going down the road or something. Oof. You know, sometimes I gotta look at the positive. You know, we all gotta look at the positive things that happen like that. That's a very positive thing that I seen that, and I went to go pull it out when I came back. I thought it was a little bitty short now, and I sounded like I pulled it out. Shh. Oof. So I plugged it back in. I gotta go get that took care of tomorrow, I guess. May have to get a new tire, but you know what? Things could be way worse. I could have been riding down the road, and the thing blew out and wrecked and hurt both of us.
Hey. I don't want that. I'll be up in there like, someone get me! Save me! Help me out, man! Oh, man. Did I tell you the story of being in my wheelchair? Everybody got a wheelchair. It's one of those zero gravity lifts. And I got this thing pointed at the moon, man, like I'm about to take off, and a tornado showed up. And I could feel the freight train, you know,
yeah, and
everything around me started whipping real hard, and I started moving that wheelchair down. I was like, I was like, I'm about to die. I mean, all I could think was like, this tornado's coming. I'm moving like a turtle, dude, and it won't drive.
Really?
If it's in that mode, yeah. Man, that was the scariest moment of my life. It was pretty wild. So I don't even imagine. I've never really tried to imagine being in a car wreck with what I got, because I can't even move. You know, I'd be stuck.
Yeah, so I don't know. Life sometimes throws curveballs, and I've got to learn to be more thankful of the things that I do have, and thankful for the things that hasn't happened to me. Like I've told y'all before, if I got what I deserve, I'd be dead or in prison right now. You know, by the grace of God, that didn't happen, and I've got to you know, a whole new chance of just being sober and living a good life. And it's a wonderful life. You know, there's some stuff that goes on time to time, and like I've had some rough issues at work here lately, and it's just, I'm gonna get through it though. I think God's just trying to show me something through other people, of how He wants to mold me. You know, sometimes I get in this thing, it's like, you know, God, is it ever gonna just quit like this? Like, it's been 6 months of like, just one thing after another. I still got my dishwasher broke. I got all this brand new appliances, everything breaks down, I didn't even make it a year. I had a washing machine, a dryer, a refrigerator, and a dishwasher all break before the year was up. But you know, it's covered under warranty though. I don't ever buy the extendo warranty, and so it could have broke a year and a day after.
Yeah, right.
So I gotta be thankful to God that like at least that I went through that, you know.
Yeah, prayers up, man. God is amazing. Even in the worst times, you got God, you're not gonna struggle as bad. I mean, that's just part of it. My bad. I'm rambling. Go ahead.
No, you're good.
You're like, yo.
I don't know, just so you want to tell the people how we met, or?
No, go ahead, bro. You're doing great. You're doing awesome. I'm excited to be here. I am so happy to be here. Carry on.
Well, he sort of was counseling me for a little while, there for a little bit, coaching me. I guess a life coach, if we want to call it that, for a little while, and that became so much of a headache. He told me to go get another life coach. You remember that?
Not really. I remember you being a headache. I remember that. I remember like, oh damn, not again.
I call this guy like
4 times a day, 5 times a day.
4, 5, 6 times a day.
Yeah.
Just rambling on because like I just couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't cope with not having some alcohol or some type of something that changed my state of mind. You know, going on. It's just the raw emotions of living life. Having to feel feelings.
You weren't that bad. I think more than anything, especially from my side, I was pretty wild when I came in and sobered up. But I think we see ourselves as a lot worse than what it really was for the people around. Because it's like, man, I was a maniac at this point. But really, it's not that bad. And because I remember you one time just being like, none of this shit works, in the middle of a meeting, and I'm sitting over there, you know, like, you ain't listening to nothing I'm saying in my head, you know, I'm over here like, who you talking about? Because you kind of calling me out. My sponsor working, this ain't working, and I'm like, what? And then all of a sudden, you know, I'm sitting there thinking like, that's what all the old timers were showing me when I first like entered into sobriety, is that I thought I was still in a bad place. Like you were a whole different person that day. You were talking about nothing's working, and you feel. I'm like, bro, you have no idea, because if you took that guy that was going nothing's working and I feel like crap and took it to the first guy, he would be looking at that you going, damn, nah. At least I'm not that guy. You know? And I was like, and we don't see that. You know, it's like if you have a kid or an animal and it grows up, you don't really see that growth. They're just right there next to you the whole time. But if you go and see somebody's little puppy, and you come back and visit them 3 months later, you're like, damn, that's the same dog. Yeah. You know, because you don't see all that growth.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's easy to get trapped in that cycle to where you don't even realize how much better your life's getting because one thing happens, you know, especially because me and you are both kind of extremists. It's like, what do you mean the power bill's $5 more a month? It's like, I don't need a drink. I don't need a drink. I don't need a drink.
That's what I did that with the I paid Capital One off the other day or something. Paid them off. Say the bill was $500. I sent them $500.
Right.
They sent me another bill after I paid them off for like $395 or something.
Really?
I called and talked to them for like 30 minutes and got took off. I'm like, if the bill was $500, how's there extra interest charge? Because you should have added that to the bill you sent me. You know, most people just pay that, but I just called and, you know.
Well, that's called the banking system's going down, and they're like, he's got money, get more. See if he notices.
But I remember at one point, you had told me to put my God on a shelf, and I got angry with you, remember?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because you know, I grew up in the church,
Yeah.
and Nick's telling me to put my God. I said, what do you mean put my God on the shelf? I don't got to do that. I can say my own prayer. I ain't got to say this prayer you're telling me to pray. I just say my own prayer. That prayer had power. It was like trying to give me baby steps to actually become the Christian man again. It's like, because I've been so many years wilding out doing this crazy stuff. You know, there was some years it wasn't so bad, but like from age 25 from age, I guess, 17 to about 25, I'm lucky I wasn't dead or in prison. Them the years that I'm talking about dead or in prison. Them was some wild years. I can't even speak on the stuff that went on during that time, really. I don't know if what's the
No, just don't. Just move on.
No,
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, I don't want to know either. Don't post this live, man. They'll be like, accomplice. Like, yeah, I can't even walk. Don't take me in. Don't take me in.
So, I just remember though, you was like, he said, how bad do you want this sobriety? He's like, get down on your knees. It was the same little prayer together.
I don't know if that would go today. I'd be like, whoa, bro.
I said something, I was like, what? I gave you this funny look, and you was like, you just started laughing like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I remember that. I think I remember your face was like, I'm frightened. Like, I don't know if I got to beat this dude up, or should I do it? I'm not sure. Yeah, that was good.
You tell me some dude did that to you, though. Like,
but I remember, I give everybody a certain set of things to do in the beginning. And that day was the day that one of them was writing that prayer down and saying it every morning, way before the time to go through it.
Yeah.
That's something I always did. I kind of broke the rules. And you're like, I ain't been doing that. I don't do that. That ain't
I got my own prayer.
I got my own. And I was like, and you're like, okay, I'll do it, man, whatever. Yeah, but it's important. It's important more than anything. I think going through the trials of sobriety, especially with a partner, with someone guiding you, more than anything, it's not what you're doing, it's the fact that you're allowing someone else to tell you to do something. Because as addicts and alcoholics, most of the time, if you look at your life, one of the biggest elements of your life is, ain't nobody gonna tell me shit. You know?
Exactly.
I ain't doing nothing. Yeah, I go to this job and I punch in. When I leave, I'm quitting. You know, every night I quit when I go home. But the next day I go punch in again. Like, no, man. And it's a viewpoint, it's a perception. But when you live in that perception, you're almost like always under attack. I mean, you can have a friend coming in going, hey man, I want to help you out. And you're like, I don't need your help. You know, because it becomes an attack mechanism, and usually once you hit that threshold, it's over. Your friends are leaving, your family's leaving. Nobody can help you because you won't allow them in.
I've actually even just had employees, you know, because I've been sous chefs, managers, and chefs of different restaurants and different things over the last 10 years. I mean, my career's about 25. The last 10 years I've been sort of management. And one guy taught me, what I always do when I walk in, I go to the guy that's the lead guy. Yeah. And I say, what do you need from me? Right. Before I do anything else, I say, good morning, and what do you need from me? You know, a lot of them guys, they actually need stuff from me, but some people will tell you what they need, but some people are just so prideful and arrogant, they tell me they don't need nothing, but like an hour and a half in the shift, and it's about time they get lunch, man, they're in the weeds.
Yeah, not even in the weeds, they're gone.
And I'm mad. You know, I don't show that I'm mad, but I'm mad because I'm like, man, I asked you like an hour. I don't even say that to them, but I'm thinking in my head, I just asked you like an hour and a half ago, do you need anything? And you could have said yes, this, and that. Because a lot of people will tell you.
Yeah.
But there's a lot, there's that small amount that would just, no, I'm good. You know, and they're not good. Or maybe they think they are. You know, the restaurant's a really, really tough industry. I wish I'd never got into it, to be honest with you. You know.
I'm with you. I'm with you. When I left it, I'm like, man, I don't ever want to go back to that. You know.
A lot of these businesses, a lot of these owners and upper management, they almost like they don't give a shit about you till you're not there, and they see what you actually did, and then when you're not there, then they miss you. I had one company let me go, and literally like 1 month later begging me to come back to work, begging me to come back to work.
Yeah, if you're good, dude, you're a commodity in that industry. You will always have.
They was trying to save pennies. They was trying to save pennies because that was that month of between January and February up into March. There was like 2.5, 3 months around here that they're not making no money. And they start freaking out.
Yeah.
Laid me off, and then I told them I'd rather eat shit than come back and work for them.
With peanuts or with corn?
That's what I told them, man. I'm not proud that I said that, but that's what I told them. I was angry. I had to go work in Cracker Barrel that summer.
Think about this, man. Like I said, you're a commodity. If you're an amazing employee in the restaurant industry, you're a commodity, right? But if you think about this, what is the highest paid cook, restaurateur that you've ever known? Salary employee.
A salary employee?
Yeah. 15, 18 maybe?
No, you said salary.
Yeah, hourly. That's what I meant.
Hourly.
Not salary. My bad. I mean employee, not owner. Because like the restaurant business, the only way to make money is to own it. And then you got nothing but headache. You think it's bad being a chef? When you running everything, it's nothing but headache. You hear the whining from the front, you hear whining from the back. The kitchen stuff's exploded. So-and-so never showed up because they're hungover. You know, the IRS is calling. Payroll was off by 3 checks. You know, there's always a problem.
When I was at Live Bait, I had this kid named Ram. I don't know where he's at or if he's still even alive, but I caught him smoking crack behind the dumpster when I was going to take trash out. And then I try to fire him. They won't let me fire him, and he repeatedly would just in the middle of the shift, like we're like, you know how it gets busy from like 6 to 9.
Yeah.
That's like the grind time.
Yeah.
He would just walk off and say, you know, go get his crack, and like that was okay because like, it's hard to even find employees down here.
Yeah.
Much less like good ones.
Yeah, I had a guy do that one time, and he showed up and he started, and I don't even remember his name, bro. He started, and he was a younger dude, and I'm like, let's see what you're made of. You know, I took him through the little ring of tests in the kitchen. And I mean, he was just flying colors.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, this dude might become the manager if he keeps that up, you know.
Yeah.
Second day he was there, he was constantly walking out and disappearing. But he walks out right in the middle of a rush. I mean, tickets are pouring in. It was 3 of us. And he walks out. And I'm the general manager, so I'm not even supposed to be back there. But, you know, it started pouring outside, so everybody came off the beach. And it's like, I walk out back, this guy's on his cell phone. I'm like, hey bro, hey, come on man, wrap it up, dude, we gotta go, you know, let's go. And he's like, hey, hold on, I'm on the phone. That's what he said. And he comes in, and he's walking in, and I'm like, hey man, you know, I need to talk to you real quick or something. He goes, no, I need to talk to you too. Look, when I'm on the phone, man, don't ever approach me like that or something again. And I was like, he goes, now what'd you need? And I was like, you can leave now. You're fired. That's what I needed. Bye-bye. And I mean, he was a guy I would have put in charge of that place. But that's why you got to test people. That's why you got to run them through the gauntlet. Because before you even know it, they just think they own the place. Like the owner gets to do whatever he wants. Everybody else has a job to do. You don't just walk out and be on your phone. You know, that's just ridiculous. And the expectation. But I've heard a couple of places doing orientation recently. You know, I've been out of work since 18, so, but recently, in the past few years, they're talking about they come in orientation, have about 65 employees come in, and they'd be like, and by the way, there are no cell phones on premises, and have over half of the room walk out. So, you know, I mean, we live in a different age than when you actually worked. Like if something went wrong, somebody had to call the place you were working at. Now you could be like, oh look, everything's going wrong, because we all know there's probably how many problems going wrong in everyone's life every day, at every minute, an hour. I mean, too many. So if you can watch all that, it's hard to keep you focused on the job. And supposedly I've heard jobs are hard to find. I've heard jobs are easy to find. I've heard people saying they can't get a job to save their life. So,
Well, see,
I don't know nothing about the
it goes through periods here, because, you know, one minute this, like I was telling you about the housing thing they're building over here for them, for the immigrants they bring in from like overseas and stuff for the summer, the Jamaicans, the
J1 students.
all the J1 students and
Yeah.
stuff. They're building a housing complex over, because this is a rural little community, but 6 months a year this becomes a metropolis. Because every one of them condos and every one of them hotels are jam packed full. And
Yeah.
so we go from like nothing for, you know, it's a slow thing. So like right now it's dead. January, February. Then when we hit March, it starts picking back up. Spring break comes in.
Spring break.
And then you have another lull. March, April, May, it starts picking back up. And then after May, boom, it is off the races till like the end of September. And then it starts diving back down, slowly but surely going down. You'll have some spurts during Christmas and through Thanksgiving. But like literally the restaurant will be doing $50,000 days, and then all of a sudden, parts of the year, you're doing like $1,200.
Yeah.
The same restaurant.
Same place.
$1,200 in sales when you was doing $50,000 in sales just months ago.
Yeah, I think it's it causes like a PTSD, like a definitely traumatic experience for those that live there, because one minute you're just rich. You're making $400, $300, $400 a night for servers. Some of them upwards to $900 a night.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, it's like you're making $20 a week if you're lucky, if you can even get a shift.
Yeah.
You know, so but our area is actually booming. The area of like the Baldwin County area, a lot of the South is booming right now, because people are leaving places where it's like $6,000 a month to rent a damn 2-bedroom house, and they're like, I can go here.
It's getting crazy up here now, though.
Yeah, but now what's happening is all that influx is coming in, and now all the people that have been living off of, you know, the world needs to know the people here live off of, some of them $7.50 an hour, $8 an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, there are people here that are making $1,400 a month trying to live. This is poverty, man. You know, you can't live off of that.
Well, the price of goods went up so high.
Dude.
If they could bring the price of goods down, instead of like, because the way the prices had went, I guess starting to come back down a little bit, but the prices were so high at one point. Like everything that is still so high. Like the dog biscuits, they're double. Like the thing that used to be $10 is now $20.
Yeah.
And it didn't like happen over a slow period of time. It just happened. One day I go in the store and boom, it's now $20
Absolutely.
for the same dog biscuits.
Yeah.
It's like they need to bring the price of goods down. It's like it doesn't make, because they're devaluing our dollar by making stuff so crazy expensive. Then so the poor people is just screwed. Now it's drugged the middle class into even now they're like poor. The poor people is just in poverty. The people,
Yeah, it's poverty.
Poverty.
We're in poverty right now. I mean, I go to people's houses. I have talked to friends. One of the biggest struggles that I'm doing, because, you know, they don't really know yet, but like my legs and my arms are starting to give out, so I can't fend for myself. And I go to people's homes and they don't eat. Then I'm like, usually if I can get a place and live with someone, when they eat, I eat. And then I'm sitting there like, I don't think I've ate in a day and a half. You know, I don't even remember if I've ate or not. And then I'm like, have they ate? And then you realize they're not eating. And most of them are weak. Most of them are weary. And they're like, I think I'm sick. It's like, you're not sick. You're not eating. You got to put fuel in your body to live. If you're out there right now and you don't drink water and you're not eating good, that's why you feel like shit. No offense. I mean, I know that we live in a sick world, but if you don't eat, you're gonna be frying yourself, man. After you go about 8 hours without a meal, your body starts to break down all your proteins and stuff in your body to survive. It starts going into survival mode. You can't live off of one saltine cracker a day.
I never said the other day, I go to the gym like 7 days a week. Well, sometimes 6 days. Sometimes I'll take 1 day off, but I've been trying to go 7 days a week. And I noticed there's one day I didn't really eat nothing.
Yeah.
It's just I just was going through something, and I hadn't ate nothing, and I noticed it like it felt like my muscles had shrunk almost in half or something. Felt like
You were feeling fatigued
but
because you actually go to the gym. That's why most people, if you watch someone go from like couch to 4K, you ever heard of that program? But if you see someone that goes from watching Maury Povich all day and TV, they're just TV, couch potato, eating potato chips. And then they get into health, next thing you know, they got a shaker with the morning protein shake, and they got little snacks with them, and people are like, oh, look at Goody Two-Shoes over there. But they can't go without it now, because they're burning so much energy that if they go they get to that 8 hour span without that fuel, they start feeling that weariness and go, I don't want that. As to where before, or when you get into that world, what I'm a firm believer of is when people start starving themselves. There's a thing called CK, it's creatine, basically. And if you've been to the gym, you know a lot of people eat creatine, take creatine.
I take creatine.
Yeah,
I take the pills.
But creatine starts to form to protect your muscles, to help build them. So I think what's happening is when people don't eat, the creatine's starting to come in. There's probably quite a few things that are happening. But when creatine goes off, if you take enough creatine, you ever seen a bodybuilder come up and be like, yeah! I mean, it gives you an energy, a rush.
It don't give me no rush like
So
that.
I think that people start getting used to eating. And then they go, when I eat, it slows me down or it makes me tired. It's like, because you have to eat in a regimen. You have to let your body know food's coming in, okay, process the food, not, hey, we've went 13 hours without food. I guess we're about to die. Oh, crap, dude just ate 3 steaks in a row. Yeah, that's too much. It's like our human bodies can take a beating. But if you do it to yourself all day, every day, your whole life, don't drink water, you don't eat worth of crap, you're living off of Little Debbie's, you are going to feel like shit. There's no way around it. You go take all the pills you want, you go take all the doctor's things, and to me, I'm mad, let it be marked down, let it be known that I'm mad that doctors don't even say that to people. You know, the people that I've known and sat there and seen go to doctors every day, and they're like, well, you're losing this, here's some oxygen. You're not feeling well because of this, you're not feeling well because of that. And then I'm sitting here living with these people, watching them go hours, days sometimes, without eating anything but maybe a snack cake to make their stomach stop rumbling. And what doctor's not asking that? Like, if you're not eating these things, I'm not giving you anything anymore. You need to start eating, you need to start drinking water, blah, 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 blah. But we live in a world where they're just like, we have the right to be lazy if we want. Just eat more pills and hope that it fixes something that you can fix with a roast beef sandwich or, you know, a salad, even a salad. Yeah. Eat a salad every couple of hours. Eat a veggie every couple of hours, an apple. You're keeping your metabolism going. You're keeping your gut working. You're keeping the world moving.
I'm going to see what we had on time real quick.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
No, we're good. I can't tell. I think we probably got about 5 more minutes.
Well, let's change the subject. You're going to have to do like this or something. Okay.
No, we was doing good.
Hey,
we was doing good. I'm just trying to keep it under, cool. I'm trying to keep it around 25 minutes. No more than that.
Yeah. But yeah, hey, remember, like, subscribe, and share. If you like what we're sharing, like, subscribe, and share. Don't be afraid. All right.
I think we are about to wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up.
We'll probably just, do another one. So I'm hoping to have Nick on some more. And
the Morning Star.
What I would like to have.
You got questions? Send them in. I'll answer them. Bing.
And if there's somebody that knows how to Skype and record, like say, me and Nick or just whoever, we can actually Skype somebody from like Atlanta. I got some musicians in Atlanta, Georgia. I got one up there in Chicago, and one up in Jasper. I got a few other people that I like to Skype, and then do this same thing where we're interacting and discussing topics and stuff, like a real talk show. So
yeah, what he's saying is you're talking like technical help, right?
Yeah.
Like people to help run cameras, run electronics.
Well, just really, I need somebody
and
right
crypto
now.
and Web3. If you like that, get with us.
Yeah, if you're interested in anything like that, then
yeah, Web3, metaverse, the whole metaverse universe.
And this guy, this dude producing music.
And I produce music too. You got some talent? Hit me up. I mean, you can see I'm a little gimped up and I get a little tired sometimes, and I can't shave myself very well. Hey, but
he knows what he's doing on the computer with the music. It's just some of this technical stuff is different than making music.
Yeah, and I can't do any of it like technical wise. Ain't got the arms and stuff. You got to be able to set stuff up, and so that's why we need technicians. But let's get to work.
All right, well,
we got it.
Thank you and God bless.
God bless you all.